Hello everyone, and we're back, and we are doing part 2 of the Lantern Rite Festival in Genshin Impact, and it is the year 2023, and it is the year of the rabbit now officially, I believe, time zone wise. Anyways, I'm super excited to see what's gonna happen in this event. So far we had a pretty decent setup. I'm a little bit pumped, but yesterday I was kind of falling a little bit in and out of consciousness because I guess I was just, the tiredness just caught up to me. But I hope to not fall asleep this time. And this time I'm gonna try out the team I like to call the Outriders. I have no idea if this team's gonna really work, but the idea is with this team, because I want to try something new. I'm gonna, so like Amber and Cully have the thing that they throw and the thing that pops up and whatnot, and then Kazuha sort of makes a tornado, sucks them all up in a sense, a windstorm, whatever, vortex. And so the idea is it combos, and then Kuki is obviously going to be the healer of the group. I have no idea if this is going to work or how powerful this team's going to be, but I'm kind of excited to try it out. Anyways, jump into it. Okay, so starting up with because there's the four, kind of very similar to the event that we did in Inazuma a while back ago. There was a 4 side little things, and so we're gonna complete those first before continuing on with the main one. Hey, happy Lantern Rite, esteemed ones. As you can tell from it being voiced over, it's a very important mission. You guys have been having fun? How about going on a special adventure with me? Wow, you call us esteemed ones. Such a great attitude. Recently, we've been having a lot of fun, but why is Paimon getting a strange feeling that we've met before? You guys are extremely diligent adventurers, so I'm sure we bumped into each other at some point. I want to say Titania, but I'm pretty sure I'm butchering the name. I usually hang out around the Feijon Slope looking to recruit new people into the Adventurers Guild. Everyone and their cats and dogs passing by have probably heard my voice. You do look a bit familiar. Yes, it means my efforts were noticed by you guys. All the more reason for you to experience my masterpiece. What is your masterpiece? At this point, of course, we'll lend you a hand. Can you tell us a little bit more about your particular adventure? Sure, then I'll cut to the chase. Recently, I came across a new novel at the Wangwin Bookhouse. No, that's not it. Rather, I gathered some new information. I've noticed that people's expectations for adventure are rising, and activities such as climbing and wind gliding are not as exciting as they used to be. In order to get more people to join the Adventurers Guild, we need to come up with more novel and exciting approaches. So I teamed up with a couple of other recruiters, pulled together our resources, consulted a few expert mountain climbers and firework craftsmen, and designed a new racing challenge. There are many mechanisms laid down in the challenge. Just step on them and use the momentum for the fireworks and the gunpowder blast to accelerate into the sky. That doesn't exactly sound safe. Fireworks, gunpowder. So for the challenge, you want to blast people into the sky. Firework flying Paimon. Or rocket-propelled Paimon. Yeah, rocket-propelled Paimon. Why are you so excited? You're also going up. Although with your strength and explosive barrel bursting in front of you wouldn't phase you. But who knows, it just might blow you away. Not to worry, the explosion is contained inside a tough device. I've taken the necessary precautions to make sure it's safe and injury-free. Well, that's good. I've also filed a patent with the Ministry of Civil Affairs and have publicized this event many, many times. Please do not steal my idea. There are so many hurdles. You've really put a lot of thought into this. As far as I can tell, just doing the racing challenge will stir the spirit of adventure even in an average passerby. Yeah, because what average passerby wouldn't want to get launched into space? Esteemed ones, your reputation precedes you. If you guys take points on this racing challenge, you'll be sure to attract a lot of people. We've also prepared great rewards for the challenges. They'll be sure to encourage more people to join the event. Okay, firework and gunpowder race. Boys, time for Paimon and me to get blown sky high. Hey, Paimon, sees you laughing. It's perfectly safe. Don't you want to give it a try? Then it's a deal. Without further ado, please give it a whirl. There are a lot of tracks for you to try. I'm sure you'll have a good time with them. And I'll get a couple months worth of results. It's a win-win. Okay. I.O., let's go. Of course, it's all the way over here. I was gonna say, less time taken, the more challenge. Trying to dash for.
I'll race you there.
I just realized this is my first time using Amber since I switched out her weapon, because originally she was running stringless. But then I discovered with Tignari that maybe I should try for EM for him. So he's actually, he's the one that's using my stringless right now. So as you can see, the bow I gave to Tignari is being used by Amber. So I have no idea if it's actually a good bow for her. Probably not. I might switch that out. Oh, okay. So that's the firework launching thing. Can I try that again? It's a little bit. It's not getting me high enough, though. That's the problem with this. Like, it's not even getting me high enough to glide. Like, I can barely hit that. Like, I'm not even gonna be able to get all the coins. Am I supposed to hit these? I'm not even collecting all these. Oh. Am I supposed to hit that? Is that what I was supposed to do? Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I was supposed to do. I'm supposed to do this and then go. Okay, I understand now. I was wondering why it wasn't getting high enough to do anything. Kind of makes it a little too easy. Wonder how long this is event-wise. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, that. No. Ah. Oh, well. I missed so many coins. Can I try again? Because I assume I have to, 100% it, right? Still I got all of it. Now that is my first time doing it. I didn't retry. Yeah, that was just too easy. I
Bet
just
you can't keep up with me.
did that all on the first try too. Like, holy cow. Unbelievable. It's on the other side of the world.
Are you?
Get him.
Let me use
Blink.
I am not
Out
used
of my
to.
way. Over here.
Really not used to the firing order I have for
Get
this.
with me. Touch this high.
just
Here we go. Oh, I forgot what button I have to press. Was allowing me in for some reason. Oh, no, I didn't aim that way. When did I aim that way? I thought you're supposed to go where the camera goes. Still seems very dangerous of an event to give random people, hey, you want to get launched across the water? Well, if all the events are as easy as this, oh, they time gated the event? I should have known. I've only been playing this game for 1.5 years. Oh, fuck. Okay. Really hope I'm able to complete at least the main story part of this event. I'm gonna be really disappointed if I can't complete it until I complete everything else. But let's move on to the next one. Which just so happens to be over here. Performance going on in North Warp? This notice is so vague it doesn't say what the show is or who's gonna perform it. Obviously I need my wagon wheels. Still got a whole bunch of these. Oh. Paimon wonders where the location is, but if we can't find it, we can always ask people on the streets. There's a lot of people there. Paimon also sees it. Whoa, so many people are gathered here. Maybe just for show. Let's ask around. Bam, 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 bam. Fortune, health, peace, and wealth. Hello. Is there going to be a performance here soon? Yes, there's going to be a paper play. Are you guys here for it too? So this opera is called paper play? No, paper play and Layu operas are not the same thing. I'm saying, the show is about to begin. Be quiet or you'll affect the performance. Sorry, as for the paper play, you'll know it when you see it. Our guests, we will be performing Bravebeard today. And for the show, if you want to head to the restroom or grab a beverage, now's a good time. We will wait for no one when the show begins. So the performance is actually called Bravebeard, but Paimon has never heard of this story. Shh, we could still hear you even as you whisper. Keep it down. You could talk during the intermission. Sorry. Intermission selection? Or your Bravebeard's quite long. In fact, it'd be too long to do it all in one go, so Guizhong will let the audience pick which scene they want to see during an intermission. I'm trying to listen to the play. that is the face of. Can you just quiet? Gosh. Ugh. I won't put it anymore, I promise. Hey guys, what part of the story would you like to see today? Would you like to see Mountain Bone or Worship the Dead? Maybe Exorcising Demons or Ascension? As long as you can name it, I can perform it. I want to see Bravebeard fight monsters. He is so handsome, it wins every time. You've seen Worship so many times already. Haven't you got tired of it? I want to see the part where Bravebeard goes home to see his sister. Bravebeard has a sister? How have I not heard of this? I definitely haven't seen that before. Oh, impressive. Not many people would request Homecoming. After all, only the real fans know about it. Alright, just in time for Lantern, we will not perform the plots featuring Lantern. We shall spin a tale of how lovers end up together. There are 3 characters who shall appear in the scene, aside from our Bravebeard, with whom you are familiar, of course. There is also a lonely girl named Yibing and an honest gentleman named Nangping. Like, how hard would it have been, and much money would it cost, to have gotten someone to voice over all these little side quests? I mean, don't you make enough money, Genshin Impact? You can't, you know, have everything voice acted at this point? You understand any of this, Tuttle? Paimon's still confused. So this is a story about a guy called the Bravebeard, right? It looks like there's a lot of supporting characters as well. But so far there's only one performer on stage and there's a folding screen? How's it going to work? Hey, someone here has never seen a paper play before. Yeah, someone in the back asked how I, a lone performer, can be in different places at once and make this performance work. Well, our paper plays may not be as exquisite as Layu operas, but we certainly have our own distinct flavors. As you may know, the characters in Layu operas are portrayed by real people in the flesh. The actors in our performance, however, are portrayed with paper figures pasted on silk. And Layu operas take place on large one stage. The stage for our performance, however, is but a paper screen on a wooden shelf. Our actors and stages are all made of paper. That's why we call it a paper play. I am the narrator, but I am no actor. You will meet the free paper actors in just a moment. I don't think they know about Bravebeard either. Would it be okay if you introduce them to the story? You know, the ones you always start with? That's called the establishing moment. I always enjoyed that too. Please perform it for us. Establishing moment, establishing moment. It is said that the sky's the limit, but the woes of the world are also limitless. There was once a man named Hongguan, suffering from human injustice, who resorted to dwelling among the mountains and rivers. By chance, he became a disciple of the Adeptus, changed his appearance, and grew a black beard. Thus, he is known as the Brave Beard. At the behest of the Adeptus, he struck down monsters and scared off demons with his sword. The Brave Beard trained for many years, and finally acquired the philosophy of the Adeptus. Right before he returned to the Adepta of old, he was summoned to recall the past. Turns out that he still had an attachment to the common folks society, where he had a sister at home. The poor sister Yuming was now alone and helpless. He thought that her brother has lived a miserable life and never imagined that he would return home. As to what happened next, I shall show you right away. Hey, don't just stand there, clap. Clap along. About when we should clap? Oh, okay. Thank you. We are supposed to continue the show, but I could tell that these two guests are still a little perplexed. I think it would be better if I asked these two to volunteer from the audience by coming forward and assisting me in directing the scene. It'll give you both a good look, and it'll help the actors move forward on stage. What do you think? Hey, why didn't you invite me? I know all about Perplex. You gotta remember to invite me. You just gotta. You've been up there so many times, I quit making fuss and judgment. That's fine by me. Help direct the scene. That sounds so novel. It's also fine. By Paimon. Then I shall ask you two to prepare. As soon as you two are in position, the performance will begin. I assume this is a mini game. I was kind of hoping just to sit here and do whatever. Just watch it. Well, he's gonna present to you homework. Oh god. Oh, and I've. Oh, you gotta be kidding. I really didn't want to live stream again. If I knew this, I would have saved the rest of this live streaming for next time. Okay, you know what? Let's do the other ones. I'm gonna save that one just because it's more story based. Because I'll probably live stream again, reluctantly. Want to save on live streaming videos. Because I'm not trying to flood my channel with Genshin Impact content. But I guess that's just the way things go. Can I teleport to the ship? Keep forgetting I can teleport to the ship. Long time no see, Toto Paimon. Happy Lantern Rite. Thank you, Huxing. Paimon also wishes you well. Happy Lantern Rite. We've seen that the Elkhorn has a lot of seaborne goods and decorations, and it's as bustling as in the city. Looking great, no? All the decorations were handpicked by the captain. She wanted her brothers and sisters on duty to feel like they were at home for the festival. Not only that, before the Lantern Rite, the captain gave us each of us a bonus and organized several big feasts. Food for every feast is ordered from reputable restaurants, which we always frequent, and kiosks in the pavilion. Everyone ate and drank their fill. I wants to check the deals out too. Oh, bonus and feast, that's great. Paimon had no idea that Beta also had such an eye for detail. Actually, the captain has always been meticulously keeping the fleet's affairs and orders. Not only do we crew members get paid very well, but during past Lantern Rites, she also prepared gifts for our families. Before the captain gets some business information from the train going on how to improve management strategy for the crooks. The revenue of the fleet had soared, so the captain has also increased our pay. In this way, the crew will be in tip-top shape for any challenge. When the new recruits hear about how well the Crux fleet treats its crew, there'll be extra motivation. Challenge? During Rite, shouldn't everyone be on vacation? You guys seem to be working overtime. It's not like that, don't worry. Captain has done all the research in advance. Some of the crew were given early leave, while the others were given days off later on. Thus, everyone gets time off, and there will always be someone to man the alcove. I was among the group that got earlier vacation time, and I came back to the post completely refreshed. Currently getting ready for my training examination, Vigilance at Sea. What now? Is it a new challenge? You guessed it. During the past 2 years, the volume of seaborne trade in Liu Harbor has been soaring, and many people have joined up as sailors. Taking to the high seas is a matter of patience, bravery, and perception. There are highly demanded qualities. Sailors have to be well trained in order to navigate safely. In addition to obtaining the 4 major qualifications and the 5 minor qualifications, which total 9 navigation-related qualifications, stipulated by the Ministry of Civil Affairs, 2 years of marine training and apprenticeship are also required. Holy mackerel, that's so demanding. It's no big deal. After all, it's far better to undergo rigorous training in preparation for the work than to go out to sea and encountering an unpleasant surprise unprepared. Ministry of Civil Affairs organized most of the training courses. Anyone with passable knowledge of sailing can coast by them. These subjects aren't too difficult. Of course, some ships will also have to traverse dangerous waters, which will hopefully give them some experience. Given the experience of the Crux fleet in dealing with rough sea situations, we and the Ministry of Civil Affairs have organized an intense navigation training program. Sailors who pass the training will get a deep sea navigation qualification certificate on completion, as well as some rewards prepared by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Considering I have the best knowledge of the surrounding waters, the captain has tasked me with planning this training examination. Wait a minute, speaking of sailing, you two are pretty good with the wave rider, no? Do you guys want to give it a try? If you don't mind, I would also like to give you guys some feedback about this test, positive or negative. That way I am able to improve it in a timely manner. Well, Paimon wants to see how much skill the crew needs to navigate the high seas. And there's a bonus reward too. It's a win-win for us. Let's experience what it's like to be a sailor. Such vigor. Then I'll mark you guys down for a Vigilance At Sea examination. Please do your best. We're gonna do horribly. Oh, I don't need to know anything. I just need to do it.
Looks like it's about time for us to meet up with Ganyu. Let's head to Eugene Terrace.
Already? Start Vigilance At Sea. Increase. What do you mean increase in 9 hours? Oh, is it co-op mode? In Triangle Waters, so you'll start the challenge in single player mode. The more challenge coins players. Okay. I guess it's randomized. Okay. This is a very weird event. What? What's happening? Maybe I should have read the thing. So, red. Oh. can't tell if I did good or bad. What the hell kind of event is that? Well, that way I have to do a different date. So I have to get 5,000, but they won't increase the, they time gained it, everything. Whatever. I'll do this again. Give me a good one. Blue. So yellow. Going hard. Ah! No! The thing would just go faster. Freaking bullcrap. So I guess I keep going until I get the maximum. Show me the Mora. Dangerous, my ass. This is easy peasy. I feel like I did a lot better that time. Yeah, so I got 900 more to go apparently. Do 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 do. Is that enough? Did I do it? No. I had to play one more apparently. Just to get that extra 20. And then I end up with the same event.
Oh no, it's raining. Now my uniform will get all wet.
I'll just stay in the boat. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum bum. Sure, I've already gotten my 20. Yeah, that's more than enough. Okay, next event. I wonder what's gonna happen next. $269. Nice. Okay, so that's as far as I can go with that one. And last but certainly not least, the one that says behind the scenes. Woo-hoo.
I won't let you down.
Did this area get cleared? Huh, I think it should have been cleared already. What a headache. You're the traveler. My apologies. I was too busy. I didn't even notice you. So, it's like this. For this year's Lantern Ray Festival, we of the Layu Harbor Adventurers Guild have been dispatched by the Ministry of Civil Affairs to help with some tasks. The MILF are primarily responsible for patrolling the city and other key areas. We, on the other hand, get to go out and clear some monsters along with those good-for-nothing bandits. Speaking of which, you're a registered adventurer as well, aren't you? I've heard plenty about your exploits. If you wanna, you can help us out too. What do you say? Is that supposed to be the holidays? Well, since you're helping the ministry during a holiday, they provide additional compensation for our efforts. So should any adventurers be willing to take on these commissions, they'll be able to collect more rewards upon completing their tasks. How much additional compensation are we talking about? Are we talking about primo jumps? Just me is playing. That depends on how much work I still have left. Alright, I knew you wouldn't just stay idle. I'll be sure to mark down all the locations already confirmed by the guild. Also, please take this miniature launch tube. Should you accept one of the commissions, remember to launch some fireworks after you cleared out an area. And then we will adjust the overall plan in accordance to the area that had been cleared. That sounds pretty strategic. Never mind this for now. I'll go take a look at this. I need to make a report to land later. Okay. Good challenge. So this is, of course, there has to be a battling one. It's like they do the same thing. So it's like ground races, boat battling, and
Just like we rehearsed.
Wind strider. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
No one escapes my sight. Our bond is strong. Lightning?
wow! Congratulations!
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Practice on your side. Fly.
Let it rain. Our bond is strong.
Just like we rehearsed.
Clouds high, the birds call. One with nature.
I'll settle this. No one escapes my sight.
Into the wind.
And actually, I forgot to mention, remember that sword from the last live stream I did from the story quest for Kazuha? So I did in fact get that sword in my inventory. So I just don't know I don't know if I'm gonna give it to Kazuha, because I do like the idea of the flute on Kazuha, but if it's better, then I might I'm gonna assume the rest is time gated, right? Guess it's gonna be time for the next major story part of this. Wait, is this one still? Oh, okay, so that was Tuggy. Oh, it's in a different location. So that was one we just did, so we still got this one actually.
I'll race you there.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Our bond is strong. Let it rain.
Time to go.
Splooge. I'm stuck. Ah! Oh, okay. Thought I was gonna miss it. Explosion.
Clouds high. The birds call.
No one escapes my sight.
Just like we rehearsed. Fly!
Dissipate. Oh. I'll settle this.
One with nature.
Die. Prepare to feel the wrath of the Outriders.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Let it rain.
Write this on for size. Right?
Time to go.
So I think that was it. Still don't understand why they time gate everything. I mean, if the event is already limited, then you don't need the time gate. It's 8,000. And I would need 800 in order to call on somebody, and I am gonna choose Yaoyao. How do you say it? Yaoyao. Need to hear her name more. But I'm definitely gonna get the new character because, well, I don't have her, and there's a good chance I'm not, because I'm not wishing. But next time I'm wishing, it's either gonna be Shenhe or Dea on the banner. Or Dia. Whatever one happens first.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. What time is it?
It's time to get a watch.
Are you okay, Ganyu? You were nodding off there. Didn't you sleep well last night?
Yeah, didn't you have a little bit of a break?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Let's discuss the matter at hand. Since last time, I've been thinking a lot about the story Paimon told me. In essence, someone rescued a drowning man and performed some music. If that were all there was to it, it could have been many people, human or Adeptus. But the tune was allegedly so wonderful that the drowning man forgot about everything else, even his own impending death, and only came to his senses after being brought to shore. Perhaps there was an adeptal power at work in that music that he, as a mortal, could not perceive. Or perhaps he sensed a power surrounding him but lacked the words to describe it, not knowing where it came from. Either way, If this part of the story is true, then the rescuer has to have been an Adeptus.
You really think so? But this story is all the way from Fontaine. Isn't this a bit of a long shot? Also, Paimon's really curious about how people from Fontaine think this fairy lady looked.
Maybe they managed her having wings.
Ooh, like a crystal fly's wings? That would be pretty cool. But Paimon definitely can't imagine any of the Adepti looking like that. Actually, Ganyu, if you had to save a drowning person, how would you go about it?
That's oddly specific.
Huh? Me? Well, I'd get them to the shore, and then I'd probably hide behind a tree and watch them for a while. Once I was sure that they were going to be okay, I'd slip away without a sound.
So stealthy.
Got it. So basically, Ganyu's the type of person who doesn't like taking credit for her good deeds.
No, it's not like that. I'm just not very good at explaining things. And I also find it really awkward accepting other people's gratitude.
Well, what if this Adeptus in the story had a similar attitude? That would explain why she just left without saying a word. She was probably thinking something like, one was merely passing by and saw fit to address this egregious disruption to one's graceful zithering at once. You may keep your thanks to yourself.
That was actually a very good impression of Cloud Retainer, Paimon. As far as I'm aware, Cloud Retainer isn't the most musically gifted. Still, we can't completely rule her out just yet.
It could be a combination.
If we set off now, we could head to Mount Outsung and ask her about it. You'll be able to confirm either way if it's her, and I can, I've been in Lea Harbor for so long now that I'm just not as familiar with the Adepti anymore. If there's anything we want to know about them, she's the best person to ask.
Sounds great! And we're pretty close with Cloud Retainer by now, so we probably don't even need to bring her food this time, right?
We should, just in
I've
case.
prepared a gift for her to mark the festival, just in case. However,
You still have some reservations?
Cloud Retainer spends most of her days studying mechanisms in her abode. She's on her own so much of the time that the moment she has someone to chat with, she just... Never mind. I promised I'd help Mr. Dvorak, and now that I've made the contract, I can't be having second thoughts. Traveler, Paimon, let's set off for Cloud Retainer's abode.
Seems like this is a tough decision for Ganyu, but she's made up her mind now. Paimon gets why she'd be so anxious. Okay, how about this? If Cloud Retainer tries to start telling stories about her again this year, we should pipe up and change the topic.
How about we say we do, but we don't?
Wait, did she leave already? Hey, Ganyu, wait up! Paimon's so tired from trying to keep up. Don't either of you need to take any breaks?
I can't believe it. Cloud Retainer is not here.
Huh? Did we miss her?
She doesn't like to travel, so in the past, it's always been the other Adepti who come to visit her during the festivals.
Could she be busy with something else right now?
True. Now that I think about it, Cloud Retainer would be quite capable of taking care of anything on her own. There's no need to worry about her. Since she's not here, I guess the next step is to check all the other Adepti abodes, one by one.
Uh-oh. Will it involve a lot more traveling?
Of course.
Got it! Paimon has a great idea!
Please go on, Paimon.
Our goal here is to find the Adeptus that helped Dvorak's ancestor, right? We can't hear any music right now, but if she's really as nice as the story suggests, she'd definitely come to help anyone who was drowning, right?
Yes, I think that's fair to say.
So, all we have to do is get the Traveler to pretend to fall into the water, and the Adeptus will come to the rescue!
If you're so sure, why don't you try?
You know perfectly well that Paimon can't swim! Paimon would sink like a rock!
Last time I checked, when I first saved you at the beginning of this game, I'm pretty sure you were floating pretty good. I think it's just a bad idea.
Just trust Paimon! The water's pretty deep over there. Quick, swim to the very center!
Oh, we're serious? Are we actually doing this? We are doing this, okay. I have to actually drown?
Help! Help! Someone's drowning! If only there was a kind-hearted Adeptus here to save us! Oh no! Whatever
Really
will
drowning.
Paimon do?
What is going on?
Hey, Shani!
How do you feel right now?
I'm surprised. I got two. Two saviors.
Shenhe! And the Conqueror of Demons.
Why don't you say something?
That would make a good band name.
Please don't make Paimon explain it.
Shinhei and the and the Conqueror of Demons.
Okay, fine. Paimon will explain. We're looking for an Adeptus who's good at being a lifeguard and playing music. But if the Adepti aren't gonna stay home, then how are we supposed to find them?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, so this Adeptus is most likely a woman.
And I am not an Adeptus, as you both already know, Traveler and Paimon.
Okay, so this is Paimon's fault. No way Paimon would have suggested this idea if she'd known how awkward this was gonna be.
I'm sorry for troubling you both.
Glad you're okay.
You're leaving already?
As far as I know, the one you seek is no Yaksha. And one last thing. Your actions here caused others a great deal of worry. Do not repeat them again in the future.
Is that foreshadowing? Am I gonna drown? Is that how the main character dies in this game?
As ever, the Conqueror of Demons comes and goes, just like the wind.
Right. I didn't dare to say a word just now. How's your training going, Shenhe? Have you made any plans for Lantern Rite? We could spend it together in Liyue Harbor if you'd like.
Oh, I had planned to spend the festival with Master this year. However...
Oh, speaking of Cloud Retainer, when did you see her last?
Earlier this morning, she set off for Mount Hulao at dawn. I noticed she was using an Adeptus art of some kind to protect a mechanism that looked like a boiler. Maybe it was a gift for Mountain Shaper. I did not inquire.
So we just missed her. Please excuse me for a moment. I think I'll leave the gift in her abode.
Sure. Thank you.
It sounds like Ganyu and Shenhe have gotten a lot closer recently.
Yes. During the summer and winter, I continue to train with Master. In the other months of the year, I have been learning to adapt to human life in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu arranged accommodations for me in the city, and also recommended several work positions for me.
Of course.
But when I try to blend in by referring to her as Miss Ganyu or Lady Ganyu, like the others, she says I mustn't address her like that. Sometimes I'm supposed to copy other people. Sometimes I'm not. It's a little difficult to keep track of everything.
Ganyu just doesn't want you to be too courteous around her.
Oh, is that what it is? Noted. So, you came looking for Master today because you wanted to ask her about the Mystery Adeptus. Is that right?
Yep. Oh, speaking of that, have you ever heard any music while out training in the mountains?
Music? What is that?
It's, a kind of a happy or relaxing sound. Or, a nerve-wracking sound. Or even a terrifying one.
Okay, I'm done. I also left her a note so that she knows where to find us. We won't miss her again.
Yay! That's really helpful. Thanks!
We were just talking about this thing called music, and based on Paimon's description, I do believe I hear it every day. Please follow me.
Oh, really? Great, let's go!
I just realized I can teleport. Why am I gonna walk there? Oh, never mind. Can't really. Well, whatever. I'll float down.
I'll race you there. Stand with me.
This is the place. I enjoy training here to the sound of music.
Hmm.
Paimon's gone deaf! Paimon can't hear anything!
My condolences, Paimon.
Oh, whew. Paimon hasn't gone deaf after all! Paimon heard you when you just spoke. Anyway, where is this music?
The faint sound of birdsong, the quiet murmur of the streams. These are relaxing sounds. Are they not the music of which you speak?
I don't think so.
Oh, Paimon wasn't quite done with the description. Okay, fine, it's all Paimon's fault. What we're looking for are not the sounds of nature, but melodies played on special instruments.
Oh, and a melody is?
Ganya, why don't you sing that folk song that you sing to Glaze Willows?
Huh?
Hey, why don't you just sing that one melody Shen has heard before? It'll probably help her to understand what we're talking about.
Finger crossed that this won't attract any whopping flowers. It's a little different than what it was before.
Oh, was that from the opera that Yunjin sang?
That was a melody, and melodies can be called music.
It felt like I was transported back to the past. In my mind's eye, I could see the Zhao lanterns lighting up the night sky again.
Man, I think that was just a year ago.
We're all
Jesus.
there, raising our glasses and drinking to our heart's content on the Jade Chamber. As I
Seemed like
watched
yesterday.
Eugene's performance, I felt a warm sensation in my heart. And as the drink reached my stomach, it went from warm to hot. When you hummed that melody just now, feelings from a whole year ago came right back to me, as strong as they were on that day. So that's the power of music.
Wow, Shenhe. That was so deep! Music definitely has the power to bring up memories. It's like a time capsule with all the special moments from our lives squished inside. What about you, Ganyu? Are there any melodies that have left a deep impression on you?
I don't remember if my parents ever sang any lullabies to me. I know some local folk songs, and a few other things come to mind too. The songs of the sailors down at the docks, the little ditties that the vendors call out in front of their beloved shops, the tunes of folk artists performing on the streets.
All the sounds of Yaoyao Harbor.
Yes, that's right. In the past, whenever I heard the sound of those tunes, I always felt that they were worlds apart from me. Nenny and Liyue probably view me as a non-human. And they are right, in the sense that I never could connect with humans' artistic expression and their sentiments. So I haven't been able to integrate into their community and be a part of their lives. At least, that's the view I held in the past. Only more recently did I start to realize that the only barriers are ones that I have erected with my imagination. The way those melodies make me feel isn't all that different from other people after all. They're about mundane details of everyday existence. Life's ups and downs, joys and sorrows. Even though we come from different backgrounds and have different stories to tell, when it comes down to the most common things that we see and experience around us each day in the city, in that sense, we're all the same.
You go, Ganyu! You're really making progress. You have loads of friends in Liyue Harbor when you think about it. Like, okay, maybe some are more like coworkers and bosses. But at the very least, Guizhong and Shenna are your friends now, right?
Yes, I am. Technically speaking, we should refer to each other by the conventional forms of address used among fellow disciples. But now that I know what constitutes a friendship, I do believe we are more friends than co-disciples.
Thank you, everyone.
Once the days are warmer, I would like to host you at my home in the city. Please invite Guizhong as well. I've planted many types of flowers. I'm sure some of them will be to your taste.
You are too kind. I couldn't possibly.
Nonsense. You are my friend. I have cultivated and cared for the flowers just as you taught me. Once you've seen them for yourself, I am sure you can advise me how to do an even better job next time. I will save some for decoration. We can feast on the rest.
Then, thank you in advance. Wait, what is that saying again? If you insist?
Do people say that? I'm not completely sure either.
It doesn't matter, okay? You got the point across. No need to split hairs. Paimon's more concerned about your idea of a girls' night out. Eating flowers? Really? Does this have anything to do with you both being the disciples of that illuminated bird?
I doubt Guizhong will be munching on any flowers.
Who dares refer to one not by one's Adeptus title, but merely as that illuminated bird?
Paimon did it. Just pointing.
Master.
Our greetings, Cloud Retainer.
Ah! There it is! The illuminated bird has landed!
Don't piss off the bird. I mean, the cloud retainer.
Double. Now she has the gall to use it rather than she, even after being chastised once already. Barely a moment has passed since we last met, and yet your impertinence has reached new heights. Very well. If you refuse to learn your lesson, one shall scold you no further. One has received your message from Ganyu. On the matter of the Adeptus you... Well, shall one lead the way?
Yes, please.
I still have to complete my training for today, so I will bid farewell to everyone here.
Very well. Await my arrival at one's abode later this night. On this special occasion, you should indulge yourself with some savory dishes.
Happy Lantern Rite, Shenny.
If you want to release a Shao Lantern, come and find us anytime.
Thank you, everyone. Happy Lantern Rite to you too.
Actually, I just realized, so she's training they said summer and winter, right? It's winter now. So that would explain why she's not in the banner for characters yet. Because it's not spring yet. When it's spring, that's when she'll Oh, she's gonna be paired up with Dia, isn't she? Oh my god, that would be... Oh gosh. Because I want both characters. And I have... And I don't have a guarantee, but I'm gonna have enough wishes to guarantee at least one. If I win the 50-50, both 50-50s, then I can get both, definitely. But if my luck's really good, I'll get it early and get lots of them. Lots of constellations of them. But, where am I going? Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. There. That's where I'm going.
Is this Quaily Plains?
You've been here before, bud?
Cloud Retainer, why did you bring us here?
God Yu is of course familiar with the name Guizhong, but have you ever heard of her?
I definitely heard it somewhere, but I'm not sure now.
Guizhong is another name of Agentis, the god of dust. She was extroverted in nature and adored social gatherings and inventions alike.
Is she similar to the god of salt and pepper?
Long ago, this region was yet a prosperous assembly. Guizhong often invited her friends to visit her home, reserving for us seats around the largest stone table. Sea Gazer would always bring out his latest treasure and place it upon the table. He could be quite the braggart, though usually a mild-mannered fellow.
Paimon remembers that name. So that's what Sea Gazer was like.
He was an old friend and a former rival. One has many memories of him. Once he had brought out the treasure, it would predictably become the center of attention. Neither Guizhong nor one was content to let him just steal the spotlight. So we would then also present our proudest mechanical creations. As Adepti, we were each gifted in our own ways, and naturally proud of our accomplishments in our respective fields of expertise. As a result, one often quarreled with Sea Gazer. His treasures were not even of his own making. He just used his exploration skills to dig them out of the ground. How, pray tell, could he compare to me, when every single one of one's accomplishments were crafted by one's own hand?
Cloud Retainer, you are getting competitive again.
One digresses. Regardless, every time an argument occurred, Guizhong would come over to watch us during our mutual lambastics. On some occasions, she would join in, and on others, she'd take one of us by the limb and start uttering the most ridiculous nonsense.
What kind of nonsense?
No kind of nonsense were we spared. Sometimes she would brazenly opine, why argue between yourselves when neither of you could ever hope to beat me? Other times, she would make unsolicited suggestions, such as, once you two are done arguing, let's go to the foot of the mountain and grill some meat. She always sought to make everyone happy, and one must say, she had quite the gift for it. No matter what nonsense she said, one never felt bothered or offended. It also helped that she never referred to one as that illuminated bird or ladybird.
Looking at you, Paimon.
Come on, get over yourself!
Anyway, just as our impassioned arguments would reach the apex of acrimony, Marchosius would bring his delectable dishes to the table. Who would dare snub the stove god and his wondrous creations? At the sight of him, we would all immediately drop the argument and prepare the table for a night of feasting and drinking.
Sounds wonderful.
Back then, one was always bothered by how the cups Rex Lapis brought were always too square for one's taste. Can you see yourselves ever enjoying a drink from a square cup?
That I don't think I'd really mind.
Then you are most tolerant. But that is its own virtue. Even one could never find fault with Marchosius's cooking. As we ate, Guizhong would continue to find topics for conversation, filling the table with humor and laughter. Each of those old fossils had their character flaws and points of obstinacy. So why was it that whenever we dined together, we always had a marvelous time? We would drink together from a spot high in the mountains, until the moon set and the sun rose, and only then would the banquet finally come to an end. Streetward Rambler would often remain to admire the flowers with Guizhong before returning to her own abode. The glaze lilies were far more abundant back then. Entire fields of them would appear to the eye as a veritable sea of flowers.
Streetward Rambler?
That would be Ping. You probably know her as Madam Ping.
Oh, okay. Wait, this is a lovely story and everything, but didn't we come here to find that Adeptus from Mr. Dvorak's story?
Yeah.
Or are you saying that it was Guizhong? Didn't she, already,
Did she die?
Alas, long has one avoided this place for precisely that reason. The sights here are a reminder of a time long gone, and evoke much sorrow. One should have guessed that you would disrupt one's poignant moment of mourning with your incessant questioning. No matter, one will share the whole story with you now. In times gone by, one quarreled oft with Guizhong concerning mechanical principles. We each had our ideals, and neither would yield. Under the pretext of a social gathering, one invited the impartial Rex Lapis to judge the quality of our creations. But Rex Lapis declared that Guizhong's Obscuro Vulpus mechanism was superior. Though one was too proud to acknowledge it, in one's heart, one knew that Guizhong was indeed the superior talent in the mechanical arts. As for the story between Guizhong and Streetward Rambler, that begins with a certain bell. In Guizhong's opinion, while mechanisms were no substitute for human composers, they were yet capable of producing simple but fine melodies. But Streetward Rambler believed music to be an expression of the soul, an emotional enterprise that could never hope to be replicated by machinery. They argued endlessly, until one asked Rex Lapis to intercede. He confiscated the bell and designated it for ceremonial use. Thereafter, one would often find them convening in the mountains, discussing music, mechanics, and all the affairs of the mortal world. But these good times were not to last. War broke out between the gods, and soon engulfed the Guili plains. Guizhong was overpowered by the enemy, and fell in battle. When Streetward Rambler and I arrived at the scene at long last, all that remained among the ruins was her lifeless body. After this, at Streetward Rambler's request, Rex Lapis granted her the cleansing bell for safekeeping. To honor our friend's memory, one made a few finishing touches to her ballistic device. Many lantern rites have passed since then. Many greetings and goodbyes. Upon what do you gaze? The Guili Plains?
No. It's everything. We think of human life as like a lantern that's lit one minute and extinguished the next. But are we Adepti so different? Perhaps as dust settles after a storm, we too must one day return to the world below.
One has always been austere and private by nature, and has never relished socializing. One's dealings with Guizhong were born out of discussions on the discipline of mechanics.
What? You have loads of friends, and you seem pretty chatty.
Just because one is not ignorant of social graces does not mean one is fond of them. One is perfectly capable of partaking in conversation despite being introverted. But in the end, one is nothing like Streetward Rambler. She is dauntless but thoughtful, not to mention eloquent and wise. Moreover, her friendship with Guizhong was far greater than one's own. Back when they were rivals, they would often compete against one another in the realm of musical composition. That cleansing bell was one of Guizhong's proudest works, having the ability to both compose and perform.
Wait, that's weird. Didn't Madame Ping say she pestered an old friend for that bell? And she also said something about being a vain beauty when she was young or something.
Streetward Rambler, a vain beauty. My foot. That bell has a sad history. Clearly, she refrained from sharing with you the truth of its origins, since the right time had not yet come. As for her old friend, who else could it be? As soon as Streetward Rambler heard that a certain Zhang Li wished to borrow the bell, she realized that the man was none other than Rex Lapis, and that he had made an enormous decision. After all, we all have known each other for several millennia. Some things between us are implicitly understood.
Whoa! So they were talking in secret code? Oh, Paimon did not see that one coming.
Enough of your intrusions. Where was one up to? Ah, yes. One remembers now. The cleansing bell is powered by a mechanical art, and can be used to great effect as an accompanying instrument. After the passing of its creator, it was used on numerous occasions during rites of parting. But Streetward Rambler did not acquire it from Rex Lapis for the purpose of producing further funerary tunes. No. Each time she rang it, it was to play the tune that Guizhong composed on it. The two once clashed over their beliefs about the meaning of music. Who would have thought that with Guizhong's passing and Streetward Rambler's mourning, two tunes composed in discord would eventually become one harmonious composition?
It's poetic.
Once upon a time, Streetward Rambler also loved gatherings, liquor, and music. But after Guizhong passed, she preferred her own company. She could often be found sitting alone at a mountain summit, contemplating and reminiscing with her zither. Music would go from mournful to soothing to impassioned. Many years passed before she finally composed a melody to her satisfaction. In celebration, she played the tune to the clouds. Regrettably, one has only ever heard her play that tune once. Which brings one back to the matter you've been investigating. Perhaps it was during that performance that the ancestor of your Fontaine friend fell into the water and was saved by Streetward Rambler.
But if she was so happy with the melody, why would she only play it once?
One was also greatly perplexed by this. After suppressing one's curiosity for a long while, one finally approached her and asked why she would retire the tune after having spent so long on it. In response, she said, "Though the strings that played that melody survive, the one who inspired it is gone. Tell me, Cloud Retainer, when the one attuned to my soul is no longer here, who else could hope to understand this tune?"
Aw, poor Madam Ping.
I just remember being taken care of by you when I was young. Once the Archon War came to an end, I stayed behind in Liyue Harbor to honor my contract. Although I met Guizhong a few times, I never knew anything of this particular story.
Guizhong was quite the visionary, but tragically passed before her time. Her manuscripts still lie unfinished in the realm of clouds. Blank pages give one cause for contemplation.
Is that
of what might have been.
floating island on top of the mountain?
Had you not decided to search for that mystery Adeptus, perhaps these stories, too, would have been lost to the sands of time. As of now, you know the truth. That the Adeptus who rescued the drowning man was none other than Streetward Rambler. Do you intend to discuss this with her?
Do we have a choice?
Do you mean Ping might find the topic too distressing?
Precisely. The passing of our old friend is a heavy topic that both of us are usually careful to avoid.
If I may be so bold, Cloud Retainer, could it be that this is just your own personal opinion?
Oh? How so?
I've been in Liyue Harbor for quite a long time now, and I've witnessed many farewells along the way. So I, too, am well acquainted with the pain of the passing of a loved one. But this doesn't bring the city or its people to a standstill. They have to keep moving forward. Someone as perceptive and wise as Ping will surely have come to understand and embrace this. Though these immortal mountains have lost an Adeptus, the harbor of mortals has gained a wise elder. No loss can ever be undone. But there is always much that can still be gained.
Of course. Hold on. Just had to... Moments.
Ping has helped countless people, and will guide many others in the years to come. And all to whom she extends a helping hand become her friends. People she can admire flowers and discuss music with. Though it is heartbreaking to lose a kindred spirit, life goes on, because there are new friends waiting for you further down the road.
Ganyu's right.
We even asked Madam Ping what she thought about adding a music festival to this year's Lantern Rite. When we get back, why don't we just ask her if she'd like to perform? Maybe we can even get her up on stage.
Yeah, let's force her.
You youngsters and your imaginations.
Why don't you come with us? It's been a long time since you last spoke with Ping, and Liyue Harbor is always decorated so beautifully during the festival period.
Is not every Lantern Rite the same in this regard? Were there ever anything new to discuss? One in Ping could meet any day of the year.
I disagree. Each new day and each new year is different from those that have come before. How long will you simply let them pass you by?
If nothing else, do it do it for Ganyu.
The edibles she brought this time were indeed quite delectable.
Was there some good stuff in those edibles?
Very well.
How high are you, Cloud
Then
Retainer?
one will be off. If the other old fossils have sneaked away into the city to amuse themselves, one shall soon find out.
All right. We should be getting back to the harbor as well. We don't want to keep her waiting. Once the Guili Assembly, now the Guili Plains. Say, if we planted flowers there and cared for them carefully enough, do you think that one day we'd be able to recreate the Sea of Glaze Lilies?
Allow one to take back one's praise from a moment prior. You are still far too given to flights of fancy, child.
What? Cloud Retainer? You were still listening?
One observed that you were making no effort to leave, and returned to chasten and hasten you. This time, one is departing in earnest.
Superhero landing.
Whoa, Madam Ping and Cloud Retainer?
It appears you made haste after all. One arrived but moments before you.
Oh, bless my soul. To what do I owe the honor? How nice of you all to come and visit me.
Miss Illuminated Bird, haven't you said anything yet?
Said what, precisely? And why should one be tasked with saying it?
'Cause you're the one who's known Madam Ping the longest.
Can't argue with those facts.
Or rather, presumably, you would prefer to be addressed as Ping?
Oh, Cloud Retainer, you are uncommonly polite today.
Given that Lantern Rite is almost upon us, the weather in the city is most pleasant, and a sweet floral fragrance lingers in the air. Ganyu, please continue from here.
All right. So, this all started because we were trying to help Mr. Dvorak find the Adeptus who saved his ancestor's life. Cloud Retainer informed us that the one who played that melody and rescued the drowning man was none other than yourself.
Let me think. Yes, I do believe I recall that encounter. What a long time ago that was. I'm surprised that you still remember it. Even more astonishing, perhaps, is the fact that this story has survived this long at all, when mortal lives are so very brief. It appears that she has proven herself right once again.
Who's she?
We like to call her Guizhong. From the look in Cloud Retainer's eyes, I sense that she has already told you all about her.
Albeit reluctantly, one might add.
There is no harm done. After all, Lantern Rite's very purpose is to commemorate the heroes who gave their lives for Liyue. Although Guizhong did not live to see the splendid sights of today, she was as much a hero as any other.
So, how has she proven herself right again exactly?
Once upon a time, she said to me that humans were a weak form of life, that she wished to protect with her wisdom. But as she interacted more and more with them, her opinions on them began to change. She marveled at the beautiful complexity of their spirits, the sheer splendor of all they could accomplish through their hard work and intelligence. She told us that to underestimate human potential would be to make a grave mistake. With the smallest amount of guidance, enormous power can be unleashed in them, and a human who has reached their full potential may well be her equal. Someone who could have as much to teach an adeptus as to learn from them.
She always had a way with words. That her mechanical accomplishments were judged superior to one's own was, one suspects, in large part due to her sheer eloquence.
Speaking of mechanics, Cloud Retainer, do you still remember that potted plant mechanism? The one that the two of you gave me as a gift?
Of course. Guizhong and one both put an immense amount of effort into that gift. It would be no overstatement to call it a testament to each of our individual technical genius.
As Guizhong once said, it takes every blade of grass and every flower to make a homeland. When I see the sight of Liyue Harbor before us today, I am reminded of this.
Madame Ping looks very emotional right now.
Well, she's been through a lot in her time.
Of all of us, it was Guizhong who was the fondest of these grand and exciting occasions. If she were still with us, I'm quite sure she would still be trying to best Cloud Retainer's finest works at every opportunity.
Liyue Harbor is always filled with the sound of music at this time of the year. If she were here, one is certain that she would seek you out to discuss and debate the virtues of various melodies.
Oh yeah, music! We've been dying to ask. What was the melody that you played back then? Oh, also, with you being such a music expert and all, why don't you join the concert as a performer?
I can make arrangements right away.
Oh, as much as I don't wish to dampen your enthusiasm, it's been a long time since I played this zither. My fingers don't have the dexterity they once did. And whenever I play that tune, it always reminds me of her. I start wondering what she would think of the changes I have made to her melody. There was a period of time whenever I started strumming, it almost felt like she was back again. Sitting right there on the stone stool next to me, chatting away. Skybracer and Seagazer too, looking just like they did in the old days. No matter how much time goes by, the moment that melody starts playing, it transports me right back to that time in my memory.
So the past still weighs heavily on your heart?
Well, I would be lying to myself if I claimed to have completely moved on. But that is not to say that grief doesn't get easier with time. Despite the sadness, I have found many things that bring me joy in life. It is simply the nature of the world in which we live that even if one wished to mourn for an eternity, it would be a nigh impossible feat. Just look at this potted plant. Isn't it stunning?
It takes an honest and open mind to confront and conquer grief. You have indeed made progress.
Be that as it may, I shall leave the lantern rite stage to the youth of today.
Well, if you're sure.
Granny!
Yenvi.
Whoa, what's everyone doing here? Did something bad happen?
Oh, terrible.
And now we've spooked Yanfei. No. Everyone's just here to give me their regards for the holiday.
Of course.
Oh, That's wonderful, I'm glad. Well, in that case, happy Lantern Rite, everyone.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. Oh, I just remembered that I have some, work to do at Yaoyao Pavilion that I need to discuss with Yanfei. I haven't been able to find a chance until now. I will leave Mr. Dvorak in your capable hands. Cloud Retainer, Ping, we will be off for now.
Huh? Does it have to be right now? Which case is this again? Hey, Ganyu!
It seems Ganyu still has much to learn when it comes to the art of deception.
What a pity. She has learned nothing of one's ability to carry a conversation.
Since it's been so long, Cloud Retainer, why don't you stay? I'll make a cup of tea and we can chat a while.
Gladly. This was one's intention as well.
When you next see the Fontaine musician, please give him my regards. I'd like to wish him the very best with the concert.
You got it, Madam Ping.
Thank you all. I think you've listened to enough of my nattering for one day. As for that melody, I will play it for you all another time. Goodness knows I need to practice it first.
Wow, that'd be great. We'll look forward to it.
When that time comes, wherever her spirit may be among the countless grains of sand and specks of dust between the harbor and the mountains, perhaps she will look at the Liyue of today and steal a smile when she sees the prosperous land that it has become.
All right, let's go tell Mr. Dvorak the news.
Yeah.
Ping, what say you to convening more often in the future?
That would be quite wonderful. But I must say, after all this time, I've grown quite accustomed to the harbor. When we are to meet, I shall have to trouble you to make the journey to the city.
You sound just like Shenhe. The child is constantly telling one all sorts of stories from the city, as if one was partial to them.
Have you ever considered moving to the city, Cloud Retainer? There are plenty of people here to talk to. I think you would find it quite the antidote to the monotony of solitude. And if you looked around, I suspect you would find some young minds with an interest in the mechanical arts. Some of them even worth training.
Yeah.
We shall see.
I won't let you down.
Ka-ching!
Mr. Dvorak! Ah, and Kuching's here too. Thanks for helping set all of this up.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Really, really well. We found the person Mr. Dvorak was looking for.
Are you serious? I see. So the melody my ancestor heard was an adeptus remembering her late friend? That certainly explains why it was such a powerful and poignant tune.
Huh. That's a really interesting first reaction. Guess that comes with having a musical mind.
I have to say, though, it's hard to believe that the fairy from the tale is now an elderly granny.
Oh, Paimon knows exactly what you mean. Normally, Adepti don't age at all. But Streetward Rambler, or Madam Ping as we know her, probably only became old because it's what she wanted for herself.
Madam Ping possesses vast knowledge and great wisdom. Whatever physical form she may decide to take, her mind and wits are as sharp as they come.
Yep, Kuching summed it up perfectly. That's exactly what Paimon was trying to say.
I think... yes. I must thank her in person. That can wait until after the concert, though. For now, I need to devote all my emotional energy to the performance.
Ah, speaking of, Madam Ping wishes you all the best with the music festival. Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that she'll stay in her usual spot, but listen to the performances from afar.
Wait, are you serious? Oh no, now I'm starting to get nervous.
Just treat it like any other performance.
Okay, alright. Nope, another rehearsal is in order. Please excuse me, everyone.
Mr. Dvorak? He's already gone. Paimon wasn't even finished telling him everything. Before we set off on our search with Ganyu, he asked Isabel what music means to people. After our recent adventure, Paimon thinks we have a lot more to say about that now.
Please, share your insights with me.
Well, we found out that music can be used for good, but also for bad. It can make people happy and moved, but it can also be sad and bittersweet. And music is like a kind of memory written in people's hearts. It can put you in touch with feelings from a totally different time and place.
Pretty much, though there was more to it than that.
It sounds like you had an eventful trip. Don't worry, I'm sure Ganyu will fill me in on all the details shortly.
Wait, does that mean you're gonna carry on working?
Mm-hmm. Just a few things to wrap up. All the groundwork is done. As long as everyone enjoys the festival activities, all our efforts are worthwhile.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite to you as well.
To be fair, I'm surprised you're not wearing your dress.
That should be everything taken care of, right?
I guess it was a one-year type dress.
Paimon feels like she's forgetting something. What was it? Oh, it feels like it was a while ago. Shoot! Latent... Wait, no. Anyway, fancy bamboo shoots!
Made from nuts and bamboo shoots.
Zhang Li said he wasn't in a hurry, so if we went now, there's probably still time, right? Anyway, even if we don't make it, it's not our fault. He could have totally picked them by himself. Ugh. Anyway, let's go check with him at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor.
I just have to go to the washroom. I will be right back. I'm back, and I just realized I still have some leftover Halloween candy. Hopefully they still taste good.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
It's the Three Musketeers of chaos and theatrical performance.
Oh,
I didn't realize you were a
Alright, let's take a
musician,
break here.
Huto.
oh wow, look who it is. Are you here to hang out with everyone's favorite funeral director?
So you're just casually practicing your rapping skills at the entrance to your funeral parlor? In broad daylight?
You call that rapping? Freaking me out a little.
After everything we've been through, you don't see me for a hot minute, and you're back to being scared of your own shadow. We have all this open space, a clear view of the mountains behind and the sea in front. Not to mention we have several invisible audience members enthusiastically cheering us on. It's the perfect spot to rehearse.
Invisible. Are they the Fatui?
Audience members?
Gotta say, it took me a few days to get used to Director Who's way of talking.
Xinyan was pretty spooked too when she first got here. Just like when she sees a frog, but a giant frog with sharp teeth.
Come on, knock it off.
What's wrong? I've never seen someone look so confused before. Well, don't worry, because Director Who's here to explain it all. There once was a Fontaine musician who went around town on a mission. He came door to door for his iridescence tour, looking for acts to audition. With my words, Xinyan's chords, and Yunjin as our mentor, we'll take the stage by storm with flames roaring and the whole audience calling for more.
Well, as long as you don't roast the audience. Boom, dum.
For sure! The whole dance floor will be yelling encore! Encore!
Dance floor.
Oh, now Paimon's rhyming along. But when you say flames roaring, are you sure this will be safe?
People will be burned.
Don't you worry about that. I'm pretty experienced on the stage, and I've already informed the Guizhong of all the pyrotechnics we're planning on using.
Huh. Guess we'll just have to trust Xinyan on this one.
Have you seen Zhongli, Director Who?
Oh, Zhongli. He took one of those fancy meal boxes and set off for the mountains. Said he wanted to pay a visit to some old friends.
It's a real pity that he couldn't be around for this. As well as being a true connoisseur of traditional art forms, he's able to appreciate Xinyan's performances too.
Yeah, that's right. Matter of fact, he was the one who first invited me to perform here. To tell the truth, though, I never thought I'd really find myself rehearsing here one day.
Well, now you know. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is a great location. All of you are always welcome to come and hang out here, especially if you're in the mood to try something new.
I can speak to that. Hu Tao is always full of fun surprises.
And jump scares.
Actually, Xinyan, I have some lyric ideas for your part. Do you want to go through them together?
Sure thing. I'm all ears.
Oh, Traveler and Paimon, I believe Zhongli was heading to Mount Hulao, so make sure you're hiking up the right hill.
Will too.
But when you see Zhongli, please pass on this message to him. It's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. You should join us too. It'll be a riot. If there's one thing I've learned from being a funeral director, it's how to throw a party.
Okay. Depends on the party, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think that's a long enough break. Let's take it from the top, shall we? Ugh, Ms. Eunice, such a strict mentor. These breaks aren't even long enough to have a sip of tea. Well, you were desperate to get involved, and this is what it takes. If I gave you half the chance, you'd be sipping tea till nightfall.
Hey, how about I treat us all to some late night snacks once we're done? Hutao, what you craving?
How about some stir-fried filet with a side of crab roe tofu?
Where are we gonna find crab roe tofu so late at night?
We could always just go pester Masterful Chef Zhongling. Now I'm hungry. All right, let's knock this out and then go grab some food.
Interesting. Why is Zhongli all the way over here? Is he checking on the other adapter? You really gotta stop calling them that. Greeting everyone. Long time no see.
A familiar face. Have you come from Liyue Harbor? How is the city nowadays?
Doing good. Last time I checked.
It's great! But you know, if you're so curious, you can always go and check it out for yourself.
In fact, Mooncarver has been taking many walks on Mount Tianheng in recent times. I believe the sights of the city are quite familiar to him.
Zhongli! Here you are! We've brought the bamboo shoots you wanted.
Impeccable timing. Traditionally, bamboo shoot soup ought to be slow cooked for many hours on low heat. Using Adeptus arts to hasten the process is something of a shortcut.
Wait, that mechanism, is that?
Indeed. Cloud Retainer kindly lent me her supreme cuisine machine.
Can we not just call it a cooking machine?
No.
Actually, never mind.
It's a much better name.
She seems to take
as
a
the
lot
other
of
one.
pride in her mechanical gizmos, so it's probably best if Paimon doesn't go changing the name willy-nilly.
I trust that you found the answers you were seeking during your recent journey?
Yes.
Excellent. The past should be remembered, but not overly dwelt upon. Our journey should be seen as a means to take on more from the world around us. When the bamboo shoot soup is ready, I must insist that you try some for yourself.
Of course.
Oh, Zhongli, Hutao told us to tell you something. She said it's up to him whether he wants to support us at the performance tonight, but I expect him to make time for the upcoming banquet we're planning. No excuses. When she says performance, she must mean the Lantern Rite Music Festival. As for the banquet, she didn't tell us anything more about that, but she invited us to come as well.
As you can see, I have a prior engagement with 2 Adepti friends of mine tonight. Please, give Director Hu my best wishes for the performance. As for the banquet, since the Director insists, far be it from a mere consultant like myself to refuse.
Free food, of course.
Yay! Then we'll see you there?
Absolutely.
Rex Lapis, the bamboo shoot soup is ready.
You say
Thank
it like
you.
that, it actually sounds
I will
really funny.
examine it right away.
The bamboo shoot soup.
The appearance is exquisite, and the aroma rich and intense. The craftsmanship of this machine is commendable indeed. Since you came all this way, you should not leave empty-handed. Please, take some soup. It tastes most exquisite while still warm.
I do. Very
I
much for the
intend to
soup.
reminisce with my old friends for a while longer. You ought to get back to Liyue Harbor. There is a performance you do not want to miss.
Oh, goody. Get to see the performance.
Had one known that Cloud Retainer was in possession of such eminently useful devices, one would have sought to borrow one from her long ago.
And yet, since you share my lack of enthusiasm for mechanisms and fine dining, it would have become a mere decorative ornament in your abode.
Not so. Had one had such a device to make up for one's lack of culinary prowess, Shenhe would not have had to rely on flowers and herbs alone for sustenance, while under one's care.
In that case, shall we rendezvous with Cloud Retainer one day soon, and request to borrow one more Supreme Cuisine machine?
A fine idea. A fine idea indeed.
Hilarious. I'll leave you guys an explosive GIF. Run. All you hear is an explosion in the distance. I called a cutscene. Love how it just went from day to night instantly.
I'm honored to be here on the Iridescence Tour stage. All right, without further ado, I'm Xinyan, this is Hitao, and this is a little something called...
The Flame Lilies!
I'm up here blazing trails through the midnight sky, lighting up the world below. And when the crowds all hear my voice, they'll meet the spirit of rock and roll.
Let's go! Hey, you butterfly, you two buzzing by, guiding your way to the afterlife, opening the path without a fright. Oh, I'll light the fire, watch it blaze across the universe. I'll spit my rhymes, watch your step, or you'll get burned. Hey, woo!
Not bad.
Yeah!
Definitely could have been much worse.
Does anyone have any plans tomorrow? With another year behind us, I think we deserve a celebration of our own. My treat. Interested?
The Tianquan footing the bill? I can't miss out on that.
I was kind of hoping to see him play guitar.
Master, listen!
May the year ahead be a blessed one.
I believe it shall be.
Master, the Xiao Lanterns,
Ha! Elementary. One shall fashion for you a Xiao Lantern the likes of which the world has never seen. And you must take it to Liyue Harbor to display its magnificence for all.
I'm just imagining this giant Zhao lantern just approaching all the city. Everyone starts panicking.
Listen, that must be Madame Ping!
can't wait until next year. So, is that truly it for the event? Oh, so I still got a lot more to go, but it's time gated. I've completed 2 of them. Yeah, so those 2 I'm gonna have to do at a later point. Got some extra wishes there. So I guess that is truly it. Guess there isn't a part 3, right? Because these are all time gated, and I might as well save the paper story one for last. That I can't do yet. 7 hours. I mean, granted, I could technically play this game for 7 hours just to get the epilogue, but I'm not doing that. I might as well do the test run. Very quickly run through this. Get that stuff. Try out the new characters.
Cool it. You're in for a little shock.
Amp it up!
Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time.
Let's spark things up a little.
Try till I'm dead!
Don't get frostbite. Freeze!
Surrendering. Time to run! Feel the beat!
Yeah, I'm gonna be really excited when Dia finally arrives, having a 5-star fire character, Pyro.
Steady as stone.
Observe!
Leave it all to me.
Flag fly and leap! Break a leg!
As a good knight should. Steady as stone.
Observe! Strike is one! And step!
Your grand finale. Time to clean up.
Leave it all to me. And step. Strike is one. Yeah. And leap. As a good knight should.
Yeah, someday I'll build Yunjin, but I'm not gonna lie, probably not this year. No, Yaoyao, or Yo-Yo, does she heal? Because I'm under the impression she heals, so she's like a dendro healer.
Don't be scared.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Because I do see some healing property. It's hard to tell because the green dendro damage thing is kind of a...
Let's spark things up a little. You're...
Not gonna lie, she seems a little bit better than Colin. Especially after all the resources I spent upgrading her. Hold on. I just wanna check out the character. So she talent wise, what does she upgrade on? Holding mode. Projection for explodes upon hitting. Dendro. Max HP. The radius will remain when exploding contact. Having more than 70 HP, then it will throw the radish at nearby opponents. Nearby characters have 70% or less HP remaining, it will throw a radish at the character with the lowest HP percent. If the nearby characters exist nearby. Maximum 2 instances. So, white jade reddish healing. So she does have some sort of healing. And this is with also scales off HP. So, okay, interesting. Built out 2 characters. Yeah, max HP, so... Yeah, no, I think I'm definitely gonna... For my free character, I'm probably gonna get her. Definitely. And then we got... Zhao. Who's always fun. He's always a fun character. Someday I'll get him, but probably not this year or the next.
Let the show begin.
Evil conquering! Here!
Ready, steady, go!
Get out of my way!
I'll protect us.
Lament! Worthless! Here!
Yeah, he's still pretty fun to play. Definitely. And now for the grand reveal of Dendro Kaching. Let's see how it goes. Oh, he has a double sword. Oh, he doubles it. That's cool. He kind of does the Zhongli kind of, reminds me of that when he does the pole kind of throw. Is it Zhongli who does that pole throw? Whatever. Definitely like it. Yeah, it definitely. Ooh. That definitely reminds me of Kaching.
Defract.
Damn, he just rains Dendro down. Jesus. Holy crap. I don't even have to play anybody else, honestly.
A process of elimination.
Do I want to wish for him? Oh God, no, 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 no. Because if I wish, I'm definitely gonna lose out on either Shenhe or Dia. Oh. No. It's only level 80. He has the... what set is that? Gilded Dreams. Yeah, so it's the one... that's the set I'm using on the Traveler. He has no C. Or the 500 strength. Skills. We'll generate one. One attack. They can deal AoE Dendro damage based on the number of beers on the field. One after the other over time, and will. So what does he scale on? Oh, he scales Elemental Mastery. Damn, okay. The skills. Unleash all measures will be considered to increase the number of damage instances dealt. 2 seconds at the end of this week. Will generate. Attack. So it's attack and. Each point will increase the damage. So each point of elementary. So if he has 100, 10. So if he had 10 points, that would equal 1%. So if 10 is 1%, then 100 would be 10%. 1,000 would be 100%. So his maximum would be 1,000 for Elemental Mastery. Granted, there's only one character I have that's close to 1,000, and that's Yaoyao. I have her at like 980 Elemental Mastery. And he's the one that doubles the stuff. February 11th. Interesting. I'm actually considering wishing for him. He requires further testing. Because I do like the character, but ooh, his playstyle. But then again, I am versus Electric Swine, so it does seem like I'm doing more damage than what just normal opponents. But the fact I'm literally just playing him alone and he's doing actually a really decent amount of damage.
The process of elimination.
What's his Elemental Mastery right now? 300.
Wait. Huh? No. Whatever.
Come on, we can do it.
I am kind of tempted. Let's see, I have potentially 3 weeks until possibly Dea hearing.
The scribe's work is simple, which is exactly why I took the position.
I do kind of want to pair him with Guizhong. I'm not gonna lie. I honestly do not know. I actually might cave in. I might actually wish and shit. Okay, how about this? I do 50 wishes, unless I get him. If I get him early, then that's it. But I'll do 50 wishes. If I do not get him in 50 wishes, then it wasn't meant to be, and I'll not wish again until Dea or Shenhe. That's my plan. I'm doing it. I'm friggin' doing it. I'm doing it right here too. I'm not even going to my wishing spot usually. Let's get free of these. Because I have 164, bro. But first I do want to do, well, do I want to do standard wish? Nah, I'm not going to force it. Okay. Let's go in the wishing mode. Okay. Now, if I remember history-wise, I think I'm at 20 pity, because I did a 10 pull on Rain Shogun and 10 pull on, was it Ayato? Yeah. Yeah, so, wow, yay. Right, I got an extra C constellation for Yae Miko. I was about to say, because I was like, didn't I get Yae Miko, like, a long time ago, like, when she first came out? Yeah, okay, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, so 21. So, let's do it. I can't believe I'm doing this. I said I wasn't going to do it, and here I am doing it. Our best case scenario is kind of to either get him extremely early or to lose the 50-50, because then it sets me up for a guarantee anyways. Well, I got Yaoyao. I C1 Yaoyao. Now when I get to claim my free 4-star, I don't know who I'm going to choose now, but I guess whoever constellation I'm at of a character I build. But that's cool. So we're at 40. 41 technically. Well, yeah, for pity, yeah. So this is 50. Sure, why not? So this would be 40, correct? 40 of the wishes that I've done today. But we're actually very close to the 90. We're not very close, but close. We're getting there. See free. Been very lucky on the Yaoyao or Yaoyos. Oh gosh, I need to hear her name again to say it correctly. Yo-yos. We got lots of yo-yos. Okay, so I just want to absolutely confirm that I am
Something strange.
approaching the. I haven't passed the. Yeah, okay, here it is. And that's the thing. Do I want a pity-wise if I don't get him? Do I want to actually push the extra? Because was it 50, 60, 70? I would just need 2 more 10 pulls. And then I can confirm whether or not I'm going to get him or not. Well, let's deal with it. Let's see what we did. Okay, so we did not get him, which is good. Because, you know what? I think I will. I think I'll save and wait. Yeah, I'm not going to push the extra dragon, because if I do get him, then that means my pity will definitely be reset. So, this way I'm still could potentially win my next 50-50. So that's what I'm going to do. I have decided on that. that's it was meant to be. I'm gonna take that as a sign. But now I got Yaoyao. Actually, do I even have a... I guess you're getting Favonius Lance for now. Till something gets assigned to you. I got C1. Yeah, so C2. Oh, I thought I got 1, 2. Oh, I counted the first one as well. But I'm going to follow her because I'm gonna try to build her just because she's a dendro and healer. But yeah, that's yeah, kill. But constellation wise, who else did I get? I got Yinjin. Which is now at C4. And then who else? And you. I only had one copy of Xinyan. Huh. Figured at this point I would have like C5 or something. Huh. Interesting. But yeah, and then weapon-wise, I don't remember who has Eye of Perception. Somebody's running Eye of Perception. That'd be Catalyst, right? Is it Lisa? I think Lisa's running my Eye of... Yes, you are. Rank free. I'm actually super excited to unlock her outfit whenever that's gonna be available. And I think that was it. I don't think I got any. Didn't get any major sword. And I didn't get any Claymore wise. No, nothing special. Catalyst I've been free. And I'll deal with Yaoyao eventually. So yeah, that's might as well collect this. But yeah, that's I'm just gonna have to end it here for now. Next episode, probably because I don't want to theme it Lantern or Rite themed in the title or thumbnail. I'm probably gonna have it under a different thing, and it'll probably be in relation to the new area, because there is a new area that was dropped in the last thing, which is more of the desert, and I haven't touched it yet. So I'm probably gonna, in the next episode, unless something other major limited time event appears, it will probably be this area, finishing the Lantern Rite event, doing this area, and possibly the Archon interlude quest, which is the main reason why we did Kazuha in the last episode for his story. This one, Interlude Chapter Act 3. So tune in for that in the future. But I also want to sort of, well, not really tease, but, well, I guess that would be a tease. I will be doing something that isn't Genshin Impact related. Oh my god, that would be shocking for a live stream. Yes, I will be doing a major, I I guess you could say unboxing in a sense, live stream. That will happen eventually, hopefully soon. Yeah. And I'm also hard at work at various other things. So thank you again for watching. I want you to subscribe or like this video. I mean, if you watched any of it, thank you. And check out my other stuff. It's gonna take me some time to go through and give the chapter selections for the last 2 live streams, including this one. So you'll see it updated when it's updated. And thanks again for watching.